Guys, this is Hannah and I have another process video for you tonight. Well, tonight here. I worked on this paper earlier in the day, so that's why I didn't show this process. I kind of forgot about taping it, but I was just playing around with my new Lindy Stamp Gang mists, and I have Plumeria and I have Mai Tai. So I used those colors as well as Teal Damask chalk edger for the word hello. There's a whole bunch of triangles or diamond triangles, and inside them they have all different designs. So that's from the Crafters Workshop. And I just bought that, so I was just kind of playing around with it, and I matted that white piece in a teal cardstock. I thought it made that one little diamond just kind of stick out. So I ended up at the beginning, I know you've seen me look through my pictures. I had a picture of a sunset. I love sunsets. So I wasn't sure. The colors of that had some orange in it, but I ended up going out with this picture of me and my grandmother from my brother's wedding. So here I'm just figuring out some layers, and the bottom layer is Maggie Holmes, the original collection, and so is that flower paper. So it's like a rose type of paper. And here I'm just trying to figure out how much of it I want to show. I liked the pink flowers. I thought they went very well with the pink mists. So, and underneath my picture, I have a piece of like peach type of like basil cardstock, or it's just a generic cardstock, and I missed that also with my sprays. So here I am looking through some pieces of pattern paper from the Mariposa Die Cuts with a View, and I had cut out a whole bunch of shapes like banners, and I used my circle punch, and I got a new flower scalloped punch that I'm using, and I misted a lot of those as well. So I did that when I did the first page. I had some mists on my mat, and so I just kind of moved them around, and they need a long time to dry if you use a lot, and because of the colors you need quite a bit to get it to see it on a pattern paper. It looks really nice on like white, or like probably even if you had a watercolor, it would look really great. So those are some brads that I had from my stash, and those are Echo Park, Sweet Girl, and About a Boy. So I have no idea when that collection was from. I had gotten those at a local type of craft store. We have Ben Franklin Crafts here in Hawaii. It's like Michael's, pretty much. So I had those that I wanted to use up, and the colors went really well. There's like an orange color, and then I had a pink. So here I'm just figuring out what I want to use for some layers. I wanted to put some banners and stuff on my page just as layers, and I'm part of Nicole Jones 911, her Facebook group, where scrapbookers can share their layouts and what they're working on and just talk scrappy stuff. And she has challenges every month, and this month one of her challenges is to make your own embellishments. And so since I was playing around, I figured I would make my own. So that's what those are. Those are just banner, like they almost look like those winter badges or whatever that you get, you know, like I remember like in school. But so I'm sorry that I'm off screen a little bit. I kind of forgot that I was taping and that you couldn't see it, and since my camera's up a little bit, you kind of have to stand up to see it. So But here I'm using some old washi tape that I have, and the colors went really, really well with the matte of the paper, the regular cardstock, and it made that diamond just pop, that green diamond or the teal diamond pop. So, and since I don't use washi tape very often, it was a good way to use some washi tape. So if you have stuff that you don't use, you should always try to use it. So here's a piece of Chamel paper. I had just a little tiny scrap from the last time I made a layout, and was just looking for stuff to layer. Right now, that's kind of my thing, is just let's see what I can fit behind something or in, you know, see what kind of bits and pieces. So I'm just looking through some of the other 3x4 cards that she had in her new Pat line and seeing what colors kind of matched. I like that orangey peachy color that goes pretty good with the background. And I'm looking through these. I didn't see anything that I really thought went there. So I have this strip of paper. It's a cream type of color with pink polka dots. So I'm just seeing what fits, and not most of that stuff doesn't end up on my layout, but you know, sometimes you just gotta go look through and see what you have. And so here's a new 6x6 pad that I got. That's Studio Calico that away. So it's like kind of travel-y, but the teals and it has a lot of teals and like peaches and stuff. So, and this is a pink paper. So that's like a zigzaggy type of, I liked the ombre effect, and I thought the pink went pretty well with the mist that I did. And so here I'm just trying to figure out what to do with that, and I'm not really sure. And then I'm like, maybe I'll use a tag. So here I am outlining one of the other tags that I made, and I'm just going to cut this out. It's not too long, so I kept it in. I did cut a lot of like pieces where I was looking for stuff, so try to make the video not too long so I don't bore you guys to death. So here I'm just trying to figure out how I want, where I want it. I edge it because I'm not quite sure exactly how I want it. And then I end up standing it up. I think it looks better that way. So just trying to fill in some spots and see where things fit. And that's the thing I think about layering, is sometimes it looks really crazy before it looks really good. Just because you gotta. So here I'm back to that card, and I at first didn't want to cut it up until I was sure I wanted to use it, and then I'm just like, you know, I'm just gonna decide to use it and not worry about it. So, which I usually don't. You know, sometimes things work and sometimes they don't. I know not too long ago, the other day, I was working on, and I really wanted to do something with like triangles or like a quilt type of thing. And so, you know, I cut out a whole bunch of triangles, and in the end, I didn't care for the layout. I'll share it. I figure at the end of the month, I'll do a share, and I'll share it, but it's not my favorite layout, but that's how you learn. And since I know I'm newer to scrapbooking, I know that I still have a ton to learn, but I have, just by not liking layouts, I have found that it has made me a better scrapper. So if I can give any advice to anybody who's listening and watching my videos, is just try it, you know? I mean, I know that they say it's just a piece of paper, and yeah, that paper is kind of expensive. Here I'm making another banner. But, you know, really in the end, you know, it is just paper. You can always pick up another sheet if you really don't like it. You know, you can always throw your layout out at the end if you don't like it, but sometimes seeing something that you don't like helps you understand what you do like. So, and if it challenges you, then you're probably learning something. Even if it's just learning more of what your style is. So here I have a little bit more of that polka dot paper, and of course I just forgot to edge that one flag. And since I edged pretty much everything, I thought it looked a little stark. And so here I'm just picking things up, cleaning up my space, and trying to think what I wanted to put up with those washi tapes. I really wanted to put something. So I found this little flag, and I'm going to put that up there. And I pop that up just to give it a little dimension, because the middle, because I have so many layers and because of the cardstock being misted, it's very warped, and I don't have anything to dry it to help it dry better, so I just leave it out. So I don't mind that because it gives your paper and your layout something different and some texture. But you know, if you like everything flat, you're probably not going to want to do it that way. Here I'm looking to see what other brads I have. I don't have a ton, but I have this. So I end up going with this pack from Good Day Sunshine. I had bought this one that first came out. And I was so excited to get it. And the brads are really, really nice in there. So I had a Carefree, and it has some clouds, and it has a red balloon. And I thought the red just kind of went a little bit. And the Carefree just really kind of spoke to that moment. It was the weekend of my brother's wedding, and I flew in from Hawaii, and my grandmother lives in New York. That's where I grew up. And so she and my aunt flew in, and this was the day after we got in. So we all got in that day before, and this morning we went out to a diner, and which is really hard to find in Hawaii. And so my brother knew of a diner that reminded him of back home. So he took us all there. Here I'm putting some different, those are the pearls, the Studio Calico pearls that I just bought. So here I'm just putting some stickers down. But yeah, so we all went to breakfast. My brother took us to breakfast, and it was just such a nice moment because it was going to be a busy weekend. We were helping my brother do everything, get everything ready for the wedding, and you know, so it was a moment of, you know, nothing before our busy day. So here that's a Capture Life sticker. I have a few stickers left from my Scraptastic kit, and there's so many stickers, it's so hard to use. That's a Market Street sticker from, I think it's My Mind's Eye. And I put it that way, and I end up switching it because I put something else on there later. But so I'm writing the date on it before I forget. And that is semi-glossy, so I was hoping that it wasn't going to smudge. So here I'm looking for some other like word stickers, and that one says love, life, happy, and that was another one that just kind of, I'm making a banner out of it. Off screen, of course. And here I made another banner out of another sticker that says happiness, and that's from Simple Stories. That's their Vintage Bliss, and that was their summer collection, I think, from last year. And I have some, the teal letters looked really, really cute, and I just used it for the first word. There really wasn't enough for some of the other words. So these are Dear Lizzie thickers, so the pink went really well. So here I'm spelling out little, and of course I realize that it's a little off, so I'm not too picky with my titles not being super straight and everything, which is why I don't use wax paper or like a ruler. I know I've seen lots of people do different things. I just stick it on. Most of the time those stickers don't stick that great anyway, so they're pretty movable. Some of those thinner letter stickers, like the Simple Stories, those sometimes get stuck pretty easily, especially if you put them on pictures. So I wouldn't recommend that. But so here I'm looking through the Chamel stickers and seeing what there is, and I end up cutting that one in a banner. I cut a lot of them, my stickers, into banners just to kind of go with the other banners that I had put on in the layers on that one side. I thought it looked really nice. So here these are the cork from the new Chamel line, and there's one of a heart, and it just really went pretty well. And I really liked the cork giving another texture and another color. I didn't have too many like wood pieces that kind of matched. I think I need to get some more. I really love the stars, and I go through them so quick, but not that I really need any more. So here's a sticker from the Capture Life Echo Park, and here are some heart stickers from the Chamel, and there's a word, and I kind of move it around trying to find the perfect place it doesn't stay there. Here I am. Those stickers they're really nice. They're nice and thick, but they're not that sticky, so they do kind of move around well, which is good, because sometimes you just got to stick it down. I know I see a lot of people not really sure if they're going to put something down and commit, and that's fine if that's your style. But, you know, sometimes you got to put it and move it, and so I just don't care to take the sticky stuff off. That's a little extra work. So I put some hearts around to kind of go around with that one heart. And so here I cut out most of the journaling that I wrote. Oh yeah, I forgot that I ended up using some, I think that's crepe paper, Oh Darling, the vellum pack from the Scraptastic kit. I still had quite a bit, and I had some hearts, so I put a few of those down. They're really hard to see, but just another texture. I forgot that I put those on there. So here I'm just finishing up my journaling, and I just pretty much say how nice and relaxing it was to have breakfast with my family at this diner, and how we were getting ready for the day. And it was really so nice to see my family. I haven't seen them in like forever because we live in Hawaii now, and even before that I was in Texas. So it's been a few years since I seen my grandmother. So it was so nice to spend time with my family. And here are some still shots of all my layout. So I'm gonna let you guys go, and I hope you guys enjoy my video. Leave some comments if you like it, if you don't like it, if there's something I need to change, slow it down. I know I figured out, yay, how to put longer videos on. I am gonna try to keep everything to 20 minutes though. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.